Hey, what's going on everyone? YHawkX here. Welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to do a video on the debug menu in the retail version of Bloodborne. Now this is on the latest patch 1.09, and I do also have the 60 FPS patch by Lance McDonald installed. So without further ado, let's get started. So we'll just start a new game here, breeze through all the setup, skip these cutscenes. Let's name our character Dub. Alright, so let's check this out. Now there's a lot to cover, so I'm probably going to be doing this in several videos. But if we press the touchpad, we can see we get the debug menu on the left hand side. So we got several options we can go through. For today's video, I'm going to be focusing on the game section. So if we go in here, you can see we have a ton of different options that control various aspects of the game. These first two options have a dash through them, meaning there's no options in there to mess with. We're going to be looking at this one right here, CHR space INS. So if we go in here and we go down to the last option, I can only assume that stands for character debug. You can see we have a whole bunch of options to play with. So the one right at the top, player no dead. So if we turn that on, it is now impossible for us to die. We will still lose health if we get hit, but we won't die. So with that on, let's go test this out. Don't be shy. So as you can see, it's now impossible for us to die. So that can be pretty useful. So if we go back into the menu, let's look at these other options. So these all options affect the different monsters in the world. So if we do no attack and we turn that on, this werewolf now stops attacking. Now he can still move around. We can turn off movement, and then we can also turn off update AI. So now when I go around, he will not turn around to face me. He's just stuck there. Now you can tell he still kind of is moving, right? But if we go in here and we look at this switch all no update, and we press enter on that, it will freeze every monster in the world. And then we can press enter again, and it unfreezes them. So then we have some different options in here too, such as not consuming stamina, not consuming MP or arrows, magic quantity items. So now, if I sprint, you can see my stamina doesn't go down. Now there's definitely some other options in here to check out. One in particular is this option right here. So if we go into this option, you'll see we have coordinates, as well as one that says push enter. And what this does is if we enter in coordinates and push enter, it will warp us to those coordinates. Now, as far as I can tell, the coordinates are relative to the map that you have loaded. So let's test this out. So if we go back inside here, we go back up the stairs, and this door here, if we try to open it, it doesn't open. So let's try to use this coordinate warper to get to the other side of this door. But how do we know what coordinates are needed? So there's another menu option. If we back up, scroll down to the bottom, this World Talk Manager. So if we go in here, you can see we have coordinates in the middle of the screen on that left side there. And you can see them updating based on how we walk. Now, X and Z control the area that you walk on, while Y is your verticality, how far off the ground or below the ground you are. So taking a look at this, we're probably going to need something like -202, -40, and then +232. So let's try that out. So let's go back to the previous menu we were in. Go back to this option and set this to -202. Now the one downside to this is, as you can see, it moves very, very slowly. So I'm going to skip ahead in this video so you guys don't have to sit here and wait for this. I'll get all the coordinates set up and then we'll test it out. Alright, so we got our coordinates entered in. So now if we push enter with those entered in, it moves us to the other side of the door, just like we wanted. So now we can come over here and open this door up. And typically you would not be able to access this area until after the Vicar Amelia fight. So we just bypassed a large chunk of the game. So now we can explore the clinic. If we go up here, we should see Yusefka. And since we haven't triggered anything with her, she's going to be frozen on this table. Because her quest has not yet been activated. We can go back downstairs, and then we can go outside. And now we can open this gate. So yeah, that is a little bit of the debug menu. Let me know if you guys like this video. There are a whole bunch of different options and menus for us to go through for this. So I have a lot more to show, and you can look forward to that in the future. Thanks, everyone. Take care.